like a bear, and he's here. It's Jeremiah. Give him a hand.
He's not really top 10 though.
Comes out of the woods.
Honorary top 10.
Honorary.
Where's Randazzo at?
I know, right?
What the heck?
This is Randy's favorite story of all time. You want to see a 6'8" guy cry laughing for like an hour and a half.
All right, Jay, you're gonna like this story. Right. You've never tasted rejection like this.
I know this one, I think.
Nobody's ever tasted rejection like this. This is not embellished.
This is the first time at Buddy Rostock ever, too.
This is a PG-13 story, too.
Definitely.
But I think you guys can handle it. All right. Okay, PG-13, all right. All right, what happened? I was at a disco in Utica, New York.
Disco?
Yeah. Disco. What disco?
So what year is it?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
1986.
Yeah, I was born that year.
1986.
Wait, what month?
I had this sweatshirt on.
Is it wintertime?
So, I see this girl from across the room. I'm like, across the dance floor, I'm like, dang, she's good looking. So I just started dancing, you know, and she noticed me because I dance wild and crazy. Probably because she noticed I dance like a skier, you know, I dance like a
skier. Come on, you know she wanted you for your quads.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got my knee. So anyway, so we're dancing, and then she goes, I go, hey, do you like skiing? She goes, yeah, I used to be sponsored by Rosno in Montana. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. I'm like,
dude, get ready for this.
She's on her winter break, and I'm like, let's go skiing in Vermont. She goes, sounds great. I'm like, cool.
He was dreaming.
Got her number, right? It was the easiest number placement of all time. I got her phone number, and for that good-looking girl, I was like, wow, I got her phone number. So I called her, went over to her house, went to the movies, so we got one date in there. Thank God we got one date. Met her parents, and then the ball started rolling. Ball started rolling.
Which way?
Good.
Downhill.
This start's good, Greg.
Don't ruin it, just tell it straight.
All right, I'll tell it straight. So, I said after the first date, we're making the plans. Oh, we're gonna go to Mount Snow, Vermont, with Chris, Wesley, my best friend, my twin brother, and me. We're gonna stay. It's such a long drive from Rome, New York. I don't know if you know where Rome is. Girl lived in Rome, New York. Mm-hmm. She goes, well, we have a place to stay. Yeah, my buddy Chris, he lives out there. He lives out in Cohoes, New York. She goes, all right. So their parents got pissed. Their parents like, you can't stay with 3 guys in Cohoes. So my father gets on the line.
No way.
Yeah, Dad talked to the guys, to her father.
Excellent.
And smooth the way.
Yeah, nice.
So she comes over to my house and parks her car in Dawsonville, New York, and then we drive out. And of course, I got my brother's brand new Grand Am. I'm not driving my crap Dodge Aspen. 76 Dodge Aspen. That thing, I put in the snowbank down the road. That's my brother's car. 1985 Pontiac Grand Am. Nice car. So we're going out there, and she's like, by the way, what are the sleeping arrangements? I'm like, oh, I'm sure he's got extra beds and stuff. So we get in the apartment. There's nothing. There's a little puke couch and a water bed. That's it.
You're looking like a player.
I'm looking bad.
This is your apartment?
So I go, well, Chris and John, why don't you sleep in the water bed? I'll sleep on the floor, and Hope, why don't you sleep on the couch? So we already like hugged, and I kissed her on the side of the cheek. So I'm like 20, 25 years old. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm looking damn good. I'm sleeping on the ground, and all night my hand's going like this. Oh, pull it back. I pulled it back. I'm a gentleman. I pulled it back every time.
That's called a chicken.
whatever. Whatever. I was done. So then she wakes up. She goes, "You're such a gentleman." Kisses me right on the lips. Right in front of Westlich and my twin brother, and they're like, "Oh." So now we're on the way to the ski slopes. Now my stock is rising. Obviously, we're going. This is skiing, Joe, buddy. My stock rises. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So we're getting to the slopes. This girl gets a little. This gets a little risque now. This girl's like, "Oh, we're going inside to change." She goes, "I don't change in lodges. They're disgusting." I go, "Where are you gonna change?" "Right in front of us in the back seat, in front of the boys." I'm like, "What the hell?" Yeah, well, she had long thermal underwear on.
Of course.
So it wasn't that bad. It's right in front of us. Like, what the heck is that?
Seeming a little risque.
A little risque, but she didn't like the lodge. I don't
How
know.
far did your stock rise so far?
No, that was uncalled for, but all right, now we're skiing. Now we're skiing down the slopes. Of course,
That was amazing.
not to
Thank you.
brag, but I could ski. I'm a very good skier.
Yes, yes, you can.
Thank you. So I'm going down these icy slopes, and I'm just hurling my body down. I don't care. It's pure ice, whatever. It's not snow. It's a cakewalk. And she's like, "How in the world do you go down that ice so well?" "Oh, I don't know. I'm an Eastern skier." She skied in Montana. She never used to ice. So then I'm putting my arm around her on the chairlift. She's kissing me and stuff. It went up. The stock went up. So on the ride home, I should say this, but on the ride home, Chris Wesley is adjusting his mirror. And I'm like, of course, we were kissing in the back, and he's like, I go, "Chris, what are you doing with your mirror? Your mirror." Checking this out in the back seat. It was bad, but anyway.
Why'd you bring that up?
I don't know, because he moved his mirror. It's really weird.
No, it shows that, look, I got a girl, yeah! Make it out.
All right, whatever. So
I love the weird details.
So then we get back to my house, and she's
The
like,
story's not awkward or anything.
she's like telling me, "Luke, you gotta come down to Maryland. You gotta see me. I go to the University of Maryland. I got this cool sports car down there. You gotta come down. We'll go clubbing. We'll go to the discos down in Maryland." I'm like, I don't know if I should go down there. But she keeps calling me every 3 days. "Come on down, Luke. Come on down." So finally, I say, "All right." Of course, I got the 76 Dodge Aspen this time. 76 Dodge Aspen. So
This gets insane.
I start down on the journey, and I have a lot of trepidation on this journey, because I'm like, first of all, the car, not the greatest. The car's gonna make it. But I did bring down a suit, and I brought my skis for some weird reason. We're gonna go skiing in
Oh my
Pennsylvania.
gosh, what are you doing with your ski?
When am I gonna ski?
For moral support.
That's true. I could rub my hand on my skis.
Yeah, backup option.
He needs something to point at when he's driving on the road.
Something to wave out the window.
I get to the place, knock on the door. So I'm like, geez, this girl's gonna hug me, right? I'm like this. "Hey, Hope!" I'm hugging air. I ain't hugging nothing. I'm like,
I'm hugging
"Oh,
air.
of course it's 11 o'clock at night. I wanted to leave right then. But I'm like, oh, I wanted to leave. I was like, what the
This is gonna be unreal now.
I thought she was at least gonna kiss me that night. I mean, what the heck? That was only 2 weeks ago. I saw her 2 weeks ago in the slopes. It's like, geez, momentum, brother, momentum.
Drove to Maryland.
Drove to Maryland. So then we go out clubbing, and she drops the bomb on me. "Oh, kind of got back with my boyfriend." I'm like, what?
Gosh.
Why in the world did you invite
Listen
me down here?
Listen to every word he said.
Why in the world did you invite me down here? She's like, "Oh, I thought you'd have a good time down here." I'm like, holy crap. So I'm like, Joe, buddy, I'm gonna make the best of this situation. So now I try the oldest trick in the book. I get my back sore, you know, my back drove all the way up there. So we're back, and of course I'm sleeping on the couch, and I'm like, oh, my back is killing me. And I'm like doing the Seinfeld move. I'm like moving her hand to my back. It ain't working, I ain't even getting a back rub. What the hell? No back rub.
You're sad now?
No back rub. It was terrible. So then I'm like, I'm pissed now. I'm going to get up in the morning and drive at 110 miles an hour and go home. So she goes, well, maybe I'll make it up to you. I'll take you to Washington, D.C. tomorrow. I've never been to Washington, D.C. So I'm like, Joe Buddy again. I'll see Washington, D.C. I'll make the best of it. So the morning comes. She's all smiley. She'd give me a hug. I don't know why, but gave me a hug. Said, oh, I'm going to show you some cool things in Washington, D.C. today. And I'm like, sweet. So she's got this BS Alfa Romeo car, sports car, that I had to push to start it. So then she said, one time I'm like, dang, this is hard. She goes, where are you, wimp? I go, what the hell? I never pushed it hard in my life. She goes, man, you got some strong legs. Yo, you bet you, honey, you bet you. I pushed that thing 20 miles an hour down the road. Call me a wimp, that's the worst. Joe Buddy knows that. The worst thing you can do. I'll throw myself in the fire before you call me a wimp. I'll throw myself in the fire. I ain't taking that.